Have you been feeling different lately? Like something big is about to happen? You're not alone. Many people around the world are sensing a change, a shift in the very fabric of reality. This isn't just your imagination. It's a sign of something incredible happening right now. The veil between our world and the spiritual realm is getting thinner, and it's going to change everything. But that's not all. As this veil thins, something even more amazing is happening. Ancient structures, hidden for centuries, are waking up. These monoliths, scattered across the earth, are being activated by forces beyond our understanding. And you, yes you, are a part of this grand awakening. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is this veil? Think of it like a curtain between our everyday world and the spiritual world. Usually, this curtain is thick and heavy, making it hard for us to see or feel what's on the other side. But right now, that curtain is becoming sheer, almost see-through. This thinning of the veil isn't just some far-off idea. It's happening right here, right now, and it's affecting all of us. You might have noticed some strange things lately. Maybe you're having more vivid dreams, or you're suddenly more in tune with your intuition. Perhaps you're seeing flashes of light out of the corner of your eye, or you're feeling energy tingling in your hands. These aren't just random occurrences. They're signs that the barrier between our world and the spiritual realm is breaking down. As this happens, we're gaining access to knowledge, wisdom, and energies that were once hidden from us. It's like the universe is opening up, inviting us to explore its mysteries. But what does this have to do with monoliths? Well, as the veil thins, these ancient structures are coming to life. They're like giant antennas, picking up on the increased spiritual energy and starting to vibrate with power. Some people have reported seeing strange lights around these monoliths, or feeling a buzzing sensation when they're nearby. This connection between the thinning veil and the activation of monoliths isn't a coincidence. It's all part of a bigger plan, orchestrated by forces beyond our understanding. These heavenly forces are guiding us towards a new era of spiritual awakening and growth. Now, you might be thinking, that's interesting, but why should I care? Well, let me tell you, this isn't just some abstract concept that doesn't affect your daily life. This spiritual shift is going to change everything, and I mean everything. Imagine waking up one day and suddenly being able to understand things you never could before. Picture yourself feeling more connected to the people around you, to nature, and to the universe itself. That's what this thinning of the veil can do for you. As the veil thins and the monoliths activate, we're going to see changes in every aspect of our lives. Our relationships will become deeper and more meaningful. We'll find it easier to pursue our passions and achieve our goals. Even our health might improve as we become more in tune with our bodies and the energies around us. But here's the thing, these changes won't just happen automatically. We need to be open to them. We need to pay attention and be willing to embrace this new reality. If we ignore these changes, if we brush them off as nothing important, we risk missing out on one of the most significant transformations in human history. Think about it this way. Imagine you're standing on the edge of a beautiful garden. The gate is open, inviting you in. But if you keep your eyes closed, if you refuse to take that step forward, you'll never experience the wonders inside. That's what ignoring this spiritual shift is like. You're closing your eyes to a world of possibilities. On the other hand, if you choose to embrace these changes, your life could transform in ways you never thought possible. You might discover abilities you never knew you had. You could find yourself understanding complex concepts with ease, or developing a deeper sense of empathy and connection with others. This isn't just about personal growth, though. As more and more people awaken to these changes, we could see a shift in our entire society. Imagine a world where people are more compassionate, more in tune with each other and with nature. Picture a society where we make decisions based on wisdom and intuition, not just logic and reason. The activation of the monoliths plays a crucial role in this transformation. These ancient structures are like keys, unlocking doors to higher consciousness and deeper understanding. As they come to life, they're going to help us access knowledge and wisdom that has been lost to us for centuries. But remember, this isn't something that's happening to us. It's something we're a part of. Each one of us has a role to play in this grand awakening. By being aware of these changes, by opening ourselves up to new possibilities, we're actively participating in this incredible transformation. So, as you go about your day, pay attention to the little things. Notice those moments when you feel more connected, more aware. Listen to your intuition. Be open to new ideas and experiences. Because with every passing day, the veil is getting thinner, the monoliths are awakening, and we're stepping into a new era of spiritual growth and understanding. This is just the beginning. In the coming sections, we're going to dive deeper into what these changes mean, how they're affecting our world, and most importantly, what you can do to make the most of this incredible opportunity. Get ready, because your journey into this new spiritual reality starts now. Let's talk about the signs of this great change that are happening all around us. You might have noticed some of these already, but maybe you didn't know what they meant. Well, now's the time to pay attention, because these signs are the universe's way of telling us that something big is happening. First, let's look at how the thinning of the veil is showing up in our everyday lives. Have you been having more vivid dreams lately? Dreams that feel so real you're not sure if they actually happened? That's one of the most common signs that the veil is thinning. As the barrier between our world and the spiritual realm becomes more permeable, our dreams become a gateway to higher realms of consciousness. But it's not just about dreams. Many people are reporting sudden flashes of insight or intuition. You might find yourself knowing things without knowing how you know them. Maybe you've thought of a friend right before they called, or you've had a strong feeling about something that turned out to be true. These aren't coincidences. They're signs that you're becoming more attuned to the spiritual energies around you. Physical sensations are another way the thinning veil is making itself known. Some people report feeling tingles or shivers, especially around their crown chakra, that's the top of your head. Others describe a feeling of lightness or floating. You might even experience moments of dizziness or disorientation, especially in places with strong spiritual energy. Now, let's talk about the monoliths. These ancient structures are waking up, and they're not being subtle about it. Around the world, people are reporting strange phenomena near known monolithic sites. Unusual lights, unexplained sounds, and powerful energy fields are just some of the things being observed. But it's not just the famous monoliths that are coming to life. People are discovering new ones, hidden for centuries, suddenly revealing themselves. It's like the earth itself is waking up, unveiling its secrets as the veil thins. Even if you're not near a monolith, you might be feeling their effects. Many people report feeling drawn to certain places in nature, as if they're being called by an unseen force. These could be activation sites, places where the energy of the monoliths is particularly strong. Now, you might be wondering, what's the connection between the thinning veil and these awakening monoliths? Well, it's all part of the same big picture. As the veil thins, it's allowing more spiritual energy to flow into our world. This energy is what's activating the monoliths. Think of it like this. The monoliths are like giant batteries that have been dormant for thousands of years. The thinning of the veil is like plugging these batteries into a cosmic power source. As more energy flows in, the monoliths are charging up, coming to life in ways we're only beginning to understand. But it's not a one-way street. As the monoliths activate, they're also helping to thin the veil even further. It's like they're creating holes in the curtain, allowing us to peek through to the other side. This creates a feedback loop, with the thinning veil and the awakening monoliths working together to accelerate our spiritual awakening. This is where the heavenly forces come in. These higher beings, whatever you want to call them, angels, guides, ascended masters, they're orchestrating this whole process. They're the ones who are guiding the energy, directing it to where it's needed most. You see, this isn't happening by chance. It's all part of a greater plan, a cosmic push to help humanity evolve to the next level of consciousness. The thinning of the veil and the activation of the monoliths are tools being used by these heavenly forces to help us grow and expand our awareness. Now, all of this might sound pretty big and abstract. You might be thinking, okay, but what does this mean for me in my everyday life? Well, the truth is, it means everything. As the veil thins and the monoliths activate, You're going to find yourself changing in ways you never expected. You might start to develop abilities you never knew you had. Intuition, empathy, even psychic abilities. These aren't just for a chosen few anymore. As the veil thins, we're all gaining access to these higher faculties. You might find yourself becoming more sensitive to energies around you. This can be both exciting and challenging. On one hand, you'll be able to sense the emotions and intentions of others more clearly. You'll feel more connected to nature and to the world around you. But on the other hand, you might find yourself feeling overwhelmed at times, especially in crowded or negative environments. Your relationships are likely to change too. As you become more in tune with yourself and others, you'll naturally gravitate towards people who match your new energy. You might find some relationships falling away, while new, more aligned ones take their place. Don't worry, this is a natural part of the process. Your perception of time might start to shift as well. You might have days that seem to fly by in an instant, while others stretch out endlessly. This is because as the veil thins, we're becoming less bound by the constraints of linear time. We're starting to experience time more as it really is, fluid and flexible. Even your physical health might be affected. Many people report feeling healthier and more energetic as this shift occurs. You might find that old habits naturally fall away, replaced by healthier choices. Your body is adjusting to the new energies, aligning itself with higher vibrations. But perhaps the biggest change you'll notice is in your sense of purpose. As the veil thins and the monoliths activate, many people are feeling a strong call to action. You might suddenly realize what you're meant to do in this life, or feel a powerful urge to make changes in your life or in the world around you. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but I don't live near any monoliths. How does their activation affect me? Well, the truth is, you don't need to be physically near a monolith to feel its effects. These ancient structures are creating a global energy grid. As they activate, they're sending out pulses of energy that are affecting the entire planet. So even if you're not standing right next to a monolith, you're still within its field of influence. Think of it like this. The monoliths are like radio towers broadcasting a signal of higher consciousness. As the veil thins, we're all becoming better receivers for this signal. So no matter where you are, you're tuning into this new frequency. What's more, many spiritual teachers believe that we all have a personal connection to certain monoliths. You might feel drawn to images or stories about particular ancient sites. Pay attention to these feelings. They might be clues to which monoliths you're most closely aligned with. Some people are even discovering miniature monoliths or monolithic structures in their local areas. These might be natural formations or man-made structures that are aligning with the energy of the larger, more famous monoliths. So keep your eyes open. You might have a monolith activation site right in your own backyard. As we wrap up this section, it's important to step back and look at the bigger picture. The thinning of the veil and the activation of the monoliths isn't just about individual growth and transformation. It's about a global awakening, a shift in the consciousness of our entire planet. As more and more people become aware of these changes, as more of us open ourselves to these new energies, we're creating a ripple effect. Each person who awakens helps to awaken those around them. It's like we're all holding hands, helping each other to step through the thinning veil into a new reality. This global awakening has the potential to solve many of the problems we face as a species. As we become more connected to each other and to the earth, we'll naturally start to make choices that benefit the whole rather than just ourselves. We'll develop new technologies, new ways of living that are in harmony with nature. The activation of the monoliths is key to this process. These ancient structures hold wisdom and knowledge from past civilizations, some of which were far more advanced spiritually than we are. As the monoliths awaken, they're going to help us access this lost knowledge, giving us the tools we need to create a better world. But remember, this isn't something that's just happening to us. We're not passive observers in this great awakening. Each one of us has a role to play. By being aware of these changes, by opening ourselves to new possibilities, we're actively participating in this transformation. So as we move forward, keep your mind open and your senses alert. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities happening around you. Trust your intuition. And most importantly, don't be afraid to embrace the changes that are coming. Because the truth is, we're standing on the brink of the most exciting time in human history. The veil is thinning, the monoliths are awakening, and a new world is being born. And you, yes you, are an essential part of this incredible journey. You've probably heard about monoliths before. Maybe you've seen pictures of Stonehenge or the giant heads on Easter Island. But there's so much more to these ancient structures than meets the eye. Let's dive into the world of monoliths and uncover their secrets. First off, what exactly is a monolith? Simply put, it's a large, single stone or structure. But when we talk about monoliths in a spiritual context, we're referring to something much more significant. These aren't just big rocks or ancient buildings. They're cosmic tools, placed on Earth long ago for a purpose we're only now beginning to understand. Monoliths come in all shapes and sizes. Some are natural formations, like certain mountains or rock formations. Others were clearly built by human hands, like the pyramids of Egypt or the stone circles of Europe. But regardless of their origin, all true monoliths share one thing in common. They're connected to the energy grid of the Earth. Think of this energy grid like the nervous system of our planet. It's a network of ley lines and power points that crisscross the globe. Monoliths are often found at the intersections of these lines, acting like acupuncture needles for the Earth. They help to regulate and distribute energy across the planet. But here's where it gets really interesting. These monoliths aren't just passive structures. They're alive in their own way. They can store and transmit information, energy, and even consciousness. Some researchers believe that ancient civilizations used monoliths as a kind of cosmic internet, sharing knowledge and communicating across vast distances. And now, as the veil between worlds thins, these monoliths are waking up. They're becoming more active, more potent. It's like they've been in sleep mode for thousands of years, and now they're booting up again. So, how exactly are these monoliths being activated? Well, it's a combination of factors. First, there's the thinning of the veil we talked about earlier. As more spiritual energy flows into our world, it's like the monoliths are being plugged into a cosmic power source. But it's not just about energy. The consciousness of humanity plays a big role too. As more people awaken spiritually, as we collectively raise our vibration, we're creating a resonance that's helping to activate these ancient structures. Think of it like this. Imagine the monoliths are like old radios. For a long time, they've been tuned to a frequency we couldn't hear. But now, as our consciousness expands, we're starting to tune into their frequency. And as we do, they're powering up, ready to broadcast their ancient wisdom. This activation isn't happening all at once. It's a gradual process, with different monoliths activating at different times. Some of the most well-known sites, like the Great Pyramid of Giza or Stonehenge, have been slowly activating for years. Others are just now starting to wake up. And here's something really exciting. New monoliths are being discovered all the time. As the energy shifts, hidden structures are revealing themselves. Some are being uncovered by archaeologists, while others are being found by ordinary people who suddenly feel drawn to a particular location. Now, you might be wondering, who or what is behind all this? Well, that's where the heavenly forces come in. These are higher dimensional beings, entities that exist beyond our physical world. Some people call them angels, others call them ascended masters or star beings. Whatever name you use, these forces are guiding and overseeing this great awakening. These heavenly forces aren't activating the monoliths directly. Instead, they're working behind the scenes, orchestrating events and guiding energy to create the perfect conditions for activation. They're like cosmic conductors, directing a grand symphony of awakening. But why are they doing this? What's the purpose behind it all? Well, from what many spiritual teachers and channelers have shared, it's all part of a grand plan for Earth and humanity. We're in the midst of a great shift, moving from one age to another. The activation of the monoliths is a key part of this transition. The monoliths, you see, hold keys to ancient wisdom and advanced spiritual technologies. As they activate, they're going to help us remember who we really are and what we're capable of. They're going to assist us in our evolution, both as individuals and as a species. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds amazing, but what does it have to do with me? Well, the truth is, you're more connected to these monoliths than you might realize. Each one of us has a unique energy signature, a specific vibrational frequency, and each monolith also has its own unique frequency. Some people are naturally attuned to certain monoliths. You might feel a strong pull towards particular ancient sites, or find yourself fascinated by certain types of stone structures. This isn't random. It's a sign of your personal connection to these cosmic tools. But even if you don't feel a strong connection to any particular monolith, you're still affected by their activation. Remember, these structures are part of the Earth's energy grid. As they wake up, they're changing the energy of the entire planet. And since we're all connected to the Earth, we're all feeling these changes. You might notice this in subtle ways at first. Maybe you're having more vivid dreams, or you're suddenly interested in ancient histories or spiritual topics. You might find yourself drawn to spend more time in nature, or feeling a need to visit certain locations. These are all signs that you're tuning into the monolith energies. Some people are even discovering that they have a role to play in the activation process. They're being called to visit certain sites, to meditate or perform ceremonies at specific locations. If you feel a strong urge to visit a particular place, especially if it's known for its monoliths or ancient structures, pay attention to that feeling. It might be more than just curiosity. It could be a calling. One of the most exciting things about this monolith activation is that we can actively participate in it. You don't have to be a spiritual guru or a seasoned meditator to get involved. All it takes is intention and awareness. Intention is a powerful force. When you focus your thoughts and emotions on something, you create a connection to it. So even if you can't physically visit a monolith site, you can connect to its energy through intention. Try this. Close your eyes and think about a monolith site that interests you. It could be somewhere famous like Stonehenge, or a local stone circle or natural rock formation. Visualize the site in your mind. Imagine a beam of light connecting your heart to the monolith. Set the intention to connect with the wisdom and energy of that site. You might be surprised at what happens. Many people report feeling a tingling sensation, or seeing colors or images in their mind's eye. Some even receive messages or insights. Don't worry if you don't experience anything dramatic at first. Like any skill, this takes practice. The important thing is to stay open and keep trying. As more and more monoliths activate, and as more people connect with them intentionally, something amazing is happening. The entire global energy grid is coming to life. It's like the Earth is waking up, becoming more conscious. This awakening grid is having profound effects on our planet and on humanity. It's raising the overall vibration of the Earth, making it easier for all of us to access higher states of consciousness. It's also helping to balance and heal the planet. Many people believe that this activated grid will play a crucial role in addressing climate change and other environmental issues. But it's not just about the planet. This awakening grid is also affecting us as individuals and as a society. As the energy shifts, we're seeing changes in how we relate to each other and to the world around us. There's a growing sense of interconnectedness, a realization that we're all part of something bigger. We're also seeing an acceleration of spiritual awakening around the globe. More and more people are having spontaneous spiritual experiences, accessing higher realms of consciousness, and developing abilities like telepathy and energy healing. It's like the activated monoliths are broadcasting a wake-up call to humanity. This is just the beginning. As more monoliths activate and as the global grid comes fully online, we're going to see changes we can hardly imagine. New technologies might emerge based on the wisdom encoded in the monoliths. We might discover new ways of generating clean energy or of healing the body and the planet. But perhaps most importantly, this awakening grid is going to help us remember who we truly are. You see, many spiritual teachers believe that humanity has forgotten its true nature. We've lost touch with our spiritual essence, our connection to the cosmos. The monoliths and the awakening grid are like cosmic alarm clocks, reminding us of our true potential. Of course, all this change can be overwhelming at times. As the monoliths activate and the energy shifts, you might find yourself experiencing some challenges. It's common to feel disoriented or out of sorts as you adjust to the new energies. You might have days where you feel incredibly energized and inspired, followed by days where you feel tired and emotional. Your sleep patterns might change, or you might find yourself needing to make changes to your diet or lifestyle. This is all normal. It's part of the adjustment process as your body and energy field align with the new frequencies. The key is to be gentle with yourself during this time. Listen to your body and give yourself what you need. If you need more rest, take it. If you feel called to spend more time in nature, do it. Trust your intuition. It's becoming stronger and more reliable as the veil thins and the monoliths activate. It's also important to stay grounded during this time. With all this cosmic energy flowing, it's easy to get swept away. Spend time in nature, eat nourishing foods, and engage in physical activities that help you feel connected to your body and the earth. Remember, you're not alone in this. Millions of people around the world are going through the same process. Connecting with like-minded individuals can be incredibly helpful. Whether it's joining a local spiritual group or participating in online communities, sharing your experiences with others can provide support and validation. As we wrap up this section, I want you to take a moment to really let all this sink in. The activation of the monoliths and the awakening of the global energy grid is not some far-off event. It's happening right now, and you're a part of it. This is an incredibly exciting time to be alive. We're witnessing and participating in a transformation unlike anything in recorded history. The veil between worlds is thinning, ancient structures are awakening, and we're remembering our true nature as spiritual beings. But remember, this isn't something that's just happening to us. We're active participants in this grand awakening. Each one of us has a role to play, a unique contribution to make. By staying aware, by connecting with the monoliths and the Earth's energy grid, by doing our own inner work, we're helping to co-create this new reality. So stay open, stay curious, and most of all, stay excited. The journey ahead is full of wonder and possibility. The monoliths are awakening, the heavenly forces are guiding us, and a new world is being born. And you, yes you, are an essential part of this incredible cosmic dance. Practical steps to connect with the shift. Now that we've explored the big picture of what's happening with the thinning veil and activating monoliths, let's talk about what you can do to connect with these energies in your daily life. You don't need to be a spiritual master or have special powers to be a part of this great awakening. All you need is an open mind and a willingness to try new things. First, start paying attention to your intuition. That little voice inside you, those gut feelings you get, they're becoming stronger and more accurate as the veil thins. Practice listening to them. When you have a hunch about something, follow it and see where it leads. You might be surprised at how often your intuition guides you in the right direction. Meditation is another powerful tool for connecting with these new energies. You don't need to sit for hours in silence. Even just a few minutes a day of quiet reflection can make a big difference. Try this simple exercise. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and imagine yourself surrounded by a bright, loving light. Visualize this light connecting you to the earth beneath your feet and to the cosmos above. This helps you tune into both the Earth's energy grid and the higher spiritual realms. Spending time in nature is crucial during this time of change. The natural world is deeply connected to the Earth's energy grid and the monoliths. Take walks in the park, sit under a tree, or if you can, visit areas known for their strong earth energies. Many people find that they feel more connected and peaceful when they're in nature. Pay attention to your dreams. As the veil thins, many people are experiencing more vivid and meaningful dreams. Keep a dream journal. Write down what you remember as soon as you wake up. Over time, you might start to notice patterns or receive important messages through your dreams. Crystal work can also be very helpful. Crystals are like mini monoliths, each with its own unique energy signature. Hold a crystal while you meditate or carry one with you throughout the day. Some crystals that are particularly good for connecting with higher energies include clear quartz, amethyst, and moldavite. Don't forget the power of intention. Set aside time each day to focus on your spiritual growth. You might want to create a simple ritual, like lighting a candle and setting an intention to connect with the awakening energies of the earth and cosmos. While all this spiritual growth and connection is exciting, it's also important to stay grounded. With so much energy flowing, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or disconnected from everyday life. Here are some tips to help you stay balanced. Practice earthing. This simply means making direct contact with the earth. Walk barefoot on grass or sand, or sit with your back against a tree. This helps discharge excess energy and rebalance your system. Pay attention to your diet. As your vibration changes, you might find yourself naturally drawn to lighter, healthier foods. Listen to your body and give it what it needs. Staying hydrated is also crucial during this time of energetic shift. Exercise regularly. Physical activity helps move energy through your body and keeps you connected to the physical world. It doesn't matter what type of exercise you do. Find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Create a daily routine. With all the changes happening, having a structured daily routine can help you feel more stable and centered. Include time for spiritual practices, but also make sure you're taking care of practical matters. Use grounding visualizations. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, deep into the earth. Feel yourself anchored and supported by the earth's energy. This can be especially helpful if you're feeling spacey or overwhelmed. It's natural to have some doubts or fears as you navigate these changes. You might worry that you're imagining things, or that you're not spiritual enough to be part of this awakening. Maybe you're concerned about what others will think if you start talking about thinning veils and activating monoliths. Remember, everyone experiences this shift differently. There's no right way to awaken. Trust your own experiences and intuitions. If something feels true and right for you, that's what matters. If you're worried about what others might think, start by connecting with like-minded individuals. Look for local spiritual groups or online communities where you can share your experiences and learn from others. Having a supportive community can make a big difference as you navigate these changes. It's also okay to take things slow. You don't have to dive into the deep end of spirituality all at once. Start with small steps, like daily meditation or spending more time in nature. As you become more comfortable, you can explore deeper practices and connections. If you find yourself doubting your experiences, try keeping a journal. Write down the unusual things you notice, your dreams, your intuitions. Over time, you might start to see patterns that confirm you're not imagining things. Remember, this awakening is a journey, not a destination. It's okay to have doubts and fears along the way. What's important is that you keep an open mind and heart and stay curious about what's unfolding. As we experience these personal changes and connections, it's important to remember that we're part of something much bigger. The thinning of the veil and the activation of the monoliths isn't just about individual spiritual growth. It's about the evolution of our entire species and planet. Many spiritual teachers and visionaries believe we're entering a new era of human civilization. Some call it the Age of Aquarius, others refer to it as the New Earth. Whatever name we give it, this new era is characterized by higher consciousness, greater connection, and a more harmonious relationship with our planet and each other. As the monoliths activate and the Earth's energy grid comes online, we're likely to see changes in every aspect of our society. Our understanding of science and technology may expand dramatically as we tap into ancient wisdom and cosmic knowledge. We might develop new, clean sources of energy based on the principles of Earth's natural energy grid. Our approach to healing may also transform. As we become more attuned to energy and consciousness, we may discover new ways of healing both body and mind. Many believe that diseases we currently consider incurable may become easily treatable as we access higher levels of healing knowledge. Our relationships with each other and with the natural world are also likely to shift. As we become more conscious of our interconnectedness, we may naturally move towards more cooperative and compassionate ways of living. We might see the emergence of new forms of community and governance based on principles of unity and mutual respect. Even our understanding of reality itself may change. As the veil thins, more people may begin to experience other dimensions or realms of existence. Our definition of what's real or possible may expand dramatically. In this emerging new world, each of us has an important role to play. You're not just a passive observer of these changes. You're an active participant in creating this new reality. Your personal growth and awakening contribute to the collective evolution of humanity. Every time you choose love over fear, every time you act with compassion, every time you connect with the higher energies of the earth and cosmos, you're helping to anchor this new reality into the physical world. You may also discover that you have unique gifts or abilities that are needed in this new era. As you continue to awaken and expand your consciousness, pay attention to what comes naturally to you. What are you passionate about? What kinds of activities make you lose track of time? These might be clues to your particular role in the emerging new world. Remember, too, that you're not alone in this journey. As more people awaken, you'll find yourself naturally connecting with others who share your vision and values. Together, you can create ripples of positive change that spread far beyond your immediate circle. As we come to the end of our exploration, take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. The thinning of the veil, the activation of the monoliths, the awakening of the Earth's energy grid. These aren't just abstract concepts. They're real phenomena that are happening right now, and you're a part of it all. This is an incredible time to be alive. We're witnessing and participating in a transformation unlike anything in recorded history. It's exciting, it's challenging, and yes, it can sometimes be a little scary. But remember, you have everything you need within you to navigate these changes. Stay open to the possibilities. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities happening around you. Trust your intuition. Connect with the earth and the cosmos. And most importantly, be kind to yourself and others as we all learn to navigate this new reality. The veil is thinning, the monoliths are awakening, and a new world is being born. And you, with your unique gifts and perspective, are an essential part of this grand cosmic dance. Embrace the journey, for it is through you and countless others like you that this new world will come into being. As you go forward from here, carry with you the knowledge that you are more powerful and more connected than you ever imagined. The universe is cheering you on, the earth is supporting you, and the awakening monoliths are calling you to remember your true cosmic nature. So step boldly into this new reality. Trust in the process of awakening, even when it feels challenging. And always remember that you are a co-creator in this grand universal shift. The future is bright, and it's unfolding right now, through you and all of us together. Welcome to the awakening. Your journey starts now.